Joe 106.3, its parent company, Bremer Broadcasting Inc., its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show hosts, callers, or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of this radio station.
You're now tuning in outside the round table with your host H.L. Simon.
Okay, that's mine. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Outside the Round Table, and I'm your host, H.L. Seiler. I always like to start, before we get started, I always like to start the show off by giving respect to our loved ones lost during this pandemic. So at this time, could you join me in a moment of silence for the almost 200,000 loved ones that have been lost during this pandemic. So let's take a moment of silence. Thank you so much. And like every week, I also would like to send a shout out to our first responders. We love you guys. You guys don't get enough credit. We appreciate you guys. Police too, the 85-90% are the good one, but I digress. I don't want to go there. I digress. Anyway, everybody ready? I said, everybody ready? Everybody wake up. You don't got your sandwich, you don't order your food, you got your drink. Let's get to it. Let's get with it. Because you know our motto here at Outside the Round Table. We stimulate conversation while assimilating information. And oh boy, do we have a lot of it. Our phone number 386-516-8030, 516-8031. So here it is, our first question of the day. Remember now, I need feedback. I need feedback. So here goes. My first question is this. Is it me? Because it could be me. I'm just asking. Is it me? Or does it seem that this president really could care less about not only the people who didn't vote for us, but his whole entire base as well? And I say that because why would he keep holding rallies when yesterday we just found out that he knew it was an airborne virus from the beginning? Huh? That's right. He knew from the beginning. And he just held a rally, what, yesterday? Still doing it. Still doing it. Nobody said not crickets, but I'm going to talk about it. Also, the CDC. Why are we sending? Why is the CDC sending their information to the Trump administration? And Michael, what's his name? Michael Computers, who he just put in there, who's not even qualified, who I never heard of, who says he hears shadows at night. He's on Facebook. This is the guy. He says he's on Facebook saying, I see shadows when I lay in bed at night. I see shadows in my ceiling. All these nuts, right-wing nuts at that he got surrounded himself with, that's really calling the shots, and that he's putting it in place. to be able to do whatever he wants to do with no checks and balances. Are you kidding me? In these United States in the year 2020. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Because you know, whatever happened, or somebody might get called and tell me that, whatever happened to the first order of a leader is to protect lives. Huh? Whatever happened to those standards? Leaders don't put their head in the sand in a crisis. That's not what leaders do in this country. I don't know what the countries somebody else might come from, but not in America. Leaders don't freeze in the moment. They succeed in the moment. Huh? That's what real leaders do. I haven't seen this president, and I'm not being hyperbolic either. I haven't seen this president exhibit any leadership qualities since he's been elected. Not me. I mean, I'm just giving you my perception, my view. And in fact, I'll take a step back. In fact, I can't believe how hypocritical people who support Trump are. It's beyond me. And the sad part about it, I probably care about those people more than Donald Trump does. Huh? Sad part about it, I probably care about those people more than Donald Trump does. No pushback from the media. Roger Stone. See, now you tell me it wouldn't be an uproar, outrage if a black, when Obama partners was saying if he lost that election, his second term, if he had lost, we were gonna invoke the Resurrection Act and all these old kind of acts that we ain't never heard of because our country ain't never been in those type of positions because we always been solid. Now you got all these nuts and con men that's don't permeate Washington with all this kookiness. They know it's kookiness, but what they want to do, they know there's a sliver of people that will believe what they're saying. But this is why I contend that misinformation, when dealing with health issues, should be against the law. Huh? Should be against the law. In other words, medical issues, keep politics out of it. Deal with the data, whatever you want to call it. Deal with the facts. Deal with the numbers. I dare you. Have the audacity, where you want, what part of the country you live in, to sit in front of that camera and tell all the lies and misinformation you're giving off to these people, and you're telling these people there's a hoax at the same time, you already knew it wasn't. My dear sir, do you have no shame? Get your Lincoln, run the stone out openly. Say you should lock up Hillary Clinton and lock up. This America, y'all not finna make us a third-rate country, third world country. Y'all not finna do that. This America. He should enact the Insurrection Act. Are you kidding me? For what? Y'all the one in charge. You know, that burns me up. But the people in charge, stealing all the money, having all their way, still complaining and whining the whole time they doing it. That burns me up. I don't know about y'all. That burns me up. Because it's bad enough. You doing me wrong. You gonna complain and fuss at me the whole time and act like it's me? The people have spoken. Listen, the people have spoken. Come November 3rd, the people gonna speak. You can do all the little trickery, try to suppress the vote, try to close down all the voting polls in the black neighborhoods and the low-income neighborhoods, try to cut down on the early voting time. You're doing everything but making it illegal for me to vote. Huh? You're doing everything but making it illegal for me, and now you whining. Man, the people finna speak November 3rd, and ain't no need of everybody getting in those streets fighting about no men who don't care about none of y'all. None of us. I'm gonna give you an analogy. It's like two people fighting in a house, and the house falling apart, and nobody paying attention to the house is falling apart because they're too busy fighting each other. Now both of them about to perish. That's why I always use the analogy, we can either live together or die together. The people gonna talk on November 3rd. Gonna force us. He should be the president for the next, and then he threw out another term, a third term. You ain't finna get a second term. Excuse me. You're beside yourself, buddy. You gonna sit here and wreck the country, looting the treasury. I'll get to that on probably another show. That's a whole nother show. But one thing about it, I know our intelligence agency watching all that. And bro, believe me, and that DA in New York, she waiting on you too, Mr. Trump. I keep telling you. She waiting on you. You know she waiting on you. You know she waiting on you. Because you know what they say, don't you? I don't know if they say it around y'all part, but they say it around our part. What goes around comes around. Huh? What goes around comes around. He knew in February, shit at his own mouth. Oh, it's a killer. It's a killer. It's everyone. And for those who in bad shape, oh, and let me know right there. I don't know if you guys remember, but remember that information he was holding that the courts had to go and get by court order to get from him? The information that he was hiding, that he found out that the virus was affecting the African American and Latino communities at 3 or 4 times the rate that it was the white community. And once he found that out, he tried to hide it, and all of a sudden he became cold to the idea of any kind of relief to the people. Huh? Y'all remember that? It's all fitting in like a puzzle, but I already knew it. But y'all hearing it now out of his own mouth. You ain't got to guess. You ain't got to, you say, oh, his sister lied on him. Oh, his mama lied on him. Oh, his uncle lied on him. Oh, his dog lied on him. We won't been through all that with you Trump supporters. Now you heard it out of his own mouth. Now what you got to say? Please call in and tell me what you got to say now. 386-516-8030. 516-8031. Please call in. This is a platform. I just like to see how you feel right now. How Trump supporters feel about it. Saying that they didn't need a mask and that it was a hoax. All through March, April, May, and June. He knew in February that it wasn't. In other words, he told y'all not to wear a mask. We knew it was an airborne virus that travels through the air. Huh? How y'all feel about that, Trump supporters? I'm just asking you. And the only reason I'm on Trump supporters because I know how I feel to be give in relationships like that. Because we in a relationship with him. And he turning out to be bad for us. How that make you feel knowing that he knew what he knew when he was telling you what he told you? He knew it wasn't true. Now listen, I'm no conspiracist. But does it look like he's intentionally trying to spread the virus? Because why would he still hold all these rallies when we hear him in his own words saying that it's airborne and it's a killer? Out his own mouth. And he going to all the hot spots, knowing that. Do you remember he was going to all the hot spots doing rallies? Right in the midst of the hot spots, being hot. I just like knowing it. I haven't heard the spin yet on that one. I like to be one of the first to hear it. You can call me here and give me what that all about. Cause I'm quite sure y'all will be able to explain it off to me. How do you feel about COVID-19 information from the CDC going to the Trump sycophant information? Where they going, information crew, where they going, and guess what they're doing? See, people need to know this. The information that they're getting, they're changing to mirror the Trump narrative. Anything. So, in other words, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what they're doing is they're redacting the information. So we're not getting the fact-based information. That's why I told people a long time ago, the only reason it went down, because they don't slow down testing. That's why you still see these universities having these outbreaks when people come there. Everybody thinks it's all cool and show up. It's a disservice, it's un-American what they're doing to this country right now. This is not going to go away, and we ain't got no leadership, nobody listening. Everybody letting a madman, and that's what he is, a madman, run a country. But for the most part, got decent people. Run it like he's a dictator. He's an autocrat. Putting the military on his own people. What that sound like to you? Remember I told y'all that was a dry run when he first did it? Remember I told y'all his whole sole purpose is to keep chaos alive? Remember I told y'all that? Remember I told y'all he don't love us? He don't love none of us. The base that he got, he look at them as, he look at them as collateral damage. That's what he look at them as, collateral damage in order to fit his agenda of infecting us. Gotta be. He keep bringing them to, he keep bringing the rallies and spreading it. We down 4 or 5 times more than anybody else. Think about it. The blind man can see that. Blind man can see that. That's why I tell you I'm out here paying attention. I'm out here because it's for some reason it's what I do. But I love sharing and assimilating that information with everybody. Because like I've said 100 times, I know everybody busy and we need that one show we can go to and get our food for the week. And I want this to be that show for you guys. But if he had halfway dealt with this crisis, everybody be back to school now, don't have to worry about it now, we'll be cool. It ain't no secret while all the other countries doing way better than us. We're the greatest country in the world, but we doing the worst. What kind of sense that made? It actually is almost if somebody intentionally sabotaging our country. Because every time somebody tells him the truth, he get rid of them. So he don't want to know that your family in imminent danger. Because he don't care. Is that the kind of guy we want? And then have the nerve and the audacity to act like he want another 4 years when we should be running him out the White House right now? The country crumbling and he holler about another 4 years and maybe another term after that? Another 4 years? Bruh, I don't want you in office another 4 hours. I'm praying every morning hard. Yeah. November 3rd. Hurry up. Hurry up, she can't. Because I can't wait till November. Wait till November. How long are we going to put up with this? How long? Got countless people starving. You got a nerve to go on vacation. Somebody wake me up. I feel like I'm dreaming. You never seen a government do to people like this under no administration. And I keep telling you, anything they say we doing, that's what they doing, trying to do, or gonna be doing. Got a man out about law and order president when he breaking every law in sight. Kidding me? You know what? I'm really disappointed in a lot of fellow Americans, because I can't believe that we have allowed this man to divide a nation of good people. I really am. Because y'all know he was out there saying the virus was a hoax. He said it with his own mouth. He lied to us right in our face, right in the middle of the pandemic. And he not only lied, he encouraged people not to wear masks. Who does that? But someone you love. Who does that but someone you love? You're supposed to care about someone you love. This country has been led by somebody who doesn't even care about who doesn't care about us at all. Black, white, Latinos. He don't care about us. God bless America. God bless America. Also, I almost forgot, our prayers go out to the 2 LA sheriffs. Officer who was shot for no reason at all by some crazy individual. But they said the LA sheriff, but somebody told me it was the Compton police. So I need to check that out, because I live in LA, and I had my run-in at Compton police, and they're the most dangerous police I ever experienced in my life, and I've been a lot of places. And they're the most scariest, dangerous police I ever seen in my life, the Compton, California police. I want to go on record saying that, but I also want to go on record and say whoever shot him need to go to jail and never get out. Need to go to jail and never get out. Should never be allowed to walk the streets again. Listen, I'm against anybody who takes the law in their own hand, no matter which party you might be affiliated with. I stand for right, and when you're wrong, you gotta suffer the repercussions behind what you don't do. You should deal with the consequences behind your actions. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. The only way for us to make our way back is for us to vote that we ain't never voted before. Huh? If you eligible to vote and you register to vote, you should be trying to get that ballot and get your vote in like you was going to claim the lottery pick, like lottery money or something. You want to claim the lottery prize, you just won a lottery. That's how important it is for us. Because you know why? We got to vote like our life depends on it, because our life depends on it. And y'all think I just be saying all these little cliches, but no. I really feel that. I worry every day for this country and myself and my family and my fellow citizens. Because it seems, I keep telling everybody who wouldn't do this, because it seems like we're on a plane with no pilot. No? Seems like we're on a plane with no pilot. Got millions of people out of work. You got the country still averaging anywhere from 800 to 1,000 a day deaths. You got no national testing. You have no national plan. You have no national plan. Calling you on the air. And outside the round
how
table.
you doing? I'm just saying that I'm grateful for this show, because this show tells the truth, and I really appreciate it around here. So just keep on keeping on, let the people let them know that, hey, the truth is the truth, and you're helping us, okay?
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day. But prayers go out to those police officers. Prayers go out to those police officers. I'm just sitting here lost for words because because every day it just seems like there's another problem and another problem. And another thing I got a problem with. When our kids go to war, almost forgot about that. When our kids go to war, to keep us safe, I'm going to say that again. When the kids go to war, when our kids go to war with guns strapped across their shoulder, to keep the rest of us safe, keep the rest of us with the lifestyle that we have come accustomed to. I dare you, anybody, to call him a sucker or a loser. Anybody. But I really get upset when somebody who had 60 ferments or 40 ferments, however many it was, he ain't gonna fight for this country. He was a legalized draft dodger. Legalized death, so you got money, so your people pay all people and they say something wrong with you. So you ain't got to go to fight with the rest of us. Meanwhile, you making all the millions in the country that we're able to fight for. But you ain't going to go fight for it. But when I come home, you'll fight me. I used to get mad when I played football and basketball. I used to get mad because the military even more, but I'm just giving an example. Guys you don't sweat it with, 2 days with. Yeah, we did 2 days. Nowadays they light on the light with everything that's going on. But boy, we was falling out and all that. Wasn't no movement to make sure we don't kill ourselves. But boy, you hit them 2 days and you throwing up and you falling out. But you form a bond with them guys, black and white, Latino, whatever on your team. Y'all form a bond. And when y'all go and win, y'all win. When y'all go and lose, y'all lose. But that's y'all bond. Then you got these guys who sitting in the stand, who been playing Nintendo all day. Ain't while you out there running in the hot sun, now they gonna tell you, man, what happened to y'all? Or have a nerve to talk about how y'all played when they wasn't even on the field. That's how I feel about the military. That's how I feel about him talking about the military. You don't even know what it is to be a bullet whizzing by your head. But you're going to call the generals the P word. Them dudes who've been protecting this country as long as your kid's been alive. See, it's hard for him to have respect when he have no knowledge. Huh? I'm gonna say that again. It's hard for him to have respect when he has no knowledge. In other words, he doesn't know the nuances of being a president. He doesn't have the intestinal fortitude to even be a leader. We keep expecting him to show us different, some kind of way. And constantly, over and over again, Trump has shown you who he is. Huh? So why should these tapes be a surprise? I'm surprised. Only thing I'm surprised about that he sat down 18 times and talked that freely on tape. Huh? What leader? What man do that? Because you know that let me know. If he can sit there and talk to this reporter that easily and say all the things, some supposed to be in secrets out here. They say all these things so openly. Imagine what Putin did with him when he had him in the room with nobody from America in the room. Boy, I love that. Better fly on that wall. Can I share something with you guys before we go to break? I don't know about y'all, but we need, number one, to get some smart people in Washington. Huh? We need to get some smart people in Washington. All those people that he has in those positions are nothing but puppets. I want the media to start talking about that $600 billion that Donald Trump wasn't supposed to be oversee of. Now he's overseeing. I want to know why there haven't been investigations into the inspector generals that was fired to oversee those funds. Where are the calls for investigations? I can assure you, Donald Trump is trying to walk out that White House with our money. He don't even want to be president no more, y'all. He think he's finna walk out the door with that money. So now what he gonna do? He gonna do the old smoke and mirror trick. He gonna keep chaos alive. Even when it ain't alive, he gonna create it. People in Portland, he went and exacerbated that situation in Portland just so he could say he a law order president just to sit in the National Guard or whoever he sent in, the secret police, which I've never heard of. Nobody explained who those people was yet. All these loose ends running around here. It's all about money. It's all about money. Trust when I tell you that. Look, we're gonna take a break. It's HL outside the round table. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
This is Daytona Station for gospel music.
We back. Listen, I got another question too. You know what? Let me ask a question. I just want to know if you knew the truth from the beginning, right? In February. I just want somebody to call and tell me, why would you tell everybody the opposite? And why we continue each other's fathers as a hoax? These are questions that need answers to. Why would he still be holding rallies right now as I speak? People have to hold on. How could you know it? It was a killer, an airborne, but stand there and mislead all them people. Huh? I keep telling everybody, this man is the greatest existential threat this country has ever seen. I'm dead serious. No hyperbole. I'm dead serious. We are in dangerous times right now. This man's a cancer. And we got less than 50 days until we get rid of this cancer. So we can get back to being America. Make America great again. I just want to make America again. I want to see America again. Make America great again. I want to see America again. Because he's going to be known as the Great Divider. And I hope and pray that he just go away and let people who was born to do this, who has caring and sympathy and empathy in their body, do the work of the people. And Mr. Trump, I keep telling you that DA in New York waiting on you. Mr. Trump, that DA in New York waiting on you. You and your minions. And I just hope you get what you got coming. Because it's un-American to go out there and tell thousands, tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people over radio and TV, there's a host, when the whole time you knew she was a big con man. Same picture you used for Trump University. See how that turned out. I mean, it could be me. Is it me, or does it seem that the president is doing nothing for our country, but undermining us at every turn? So who would you expect to do that to your country? A friend or foe? That's something your enemy do. That's something your enemy do. Undermining the men and the women in this country that's been doing civil service in Washington for years. All these career people, you getting rid of them and firing these people. Have been 20, 30 years in these fields, working hard every day, clearing high hurdles to get to those positions that they worked for, wasn't given. And because they're doing their job and not going along with your circus, you fire them. Have you no shame, sir? Do you realize these people got mortgages and kids that's in the school and car notes and insurance payments? They're working all their life to get these positions. And you come in, and because they won't lie for you, you fire these people. Tell me that ain't un-American. Somebody, tell me that ain't un-American. Tell me that ain't un-American. Climate. You got to nerve tell the people in California that it don't get cold. 19 fires, blazing. What you come out there for? Photo op. What do you think I came out for? I came out for a photo op. He said nothing, no substance. Oh, I don't believe in science. Well, who you gonna believe? You? You don't even read. Now, I'll be getting calls from some of my conservative friends. Y'all ain't conservative? He don't triple the debt. Don't call no conservative. They be coming in and telling me, yeah, I thought you were, I think you were spewing out straight hate. Since when? Facts is hate. Oh, it's hate because you don't agree with it? That's why it's hate. So, if that's the case, then what is it if it's vice versa? I'd like to know. He said climate is a hoax. Pandemic is a hoax. And for Congress to not have some relief, shame on the Senate. Shame on the Democrats who ain't out there raising HELL. Shame on you, Democrats. We got to get people that's going to fight. Stop licking these people because you like them. I ain't got to like you. I want to know you're going to go fight for the cause. Too many times we go on personality contests. Huh? I ain't got to like you. Personality. I sure gotta like your work. Huh? We gotta get representatives that's gonna go put in work. We gotta organize, go get people that's gonna put in work. Democrats, only time you hear about them is we didn't let you roll around. You got Reverend Barber out there, the only man. Rest of them number women. Where the men at? In positions. Man, y'all need to get out them positions, man. Wearing your little suits and acting like you're all that, but you ain't doing nothing for the people, man. I need to see men doing something on this Democratic Party, man. Speaking out. I need to see some men speaking out. But Congress and not have given these people some relief. It's a national disgrace. A national disgrace. Y'all got y'all little money now, y'all good, huh? You don't got your little money now you good now, huh, Congress? Oh, y'all don't got your little pet project. Y'all good now, huh? Because our profession was never for the people anyway. It's because y'all see the chance to get y'all a little money you thought you weren't going to get. Now you're good, so you ain't studying everybody else. People out here hurt. You gonna make America great again when you got food lines miles long that you didn't have 4 years ago. You must have meant to make America worse again. Had to be. Can y'all imagine had Obama brought in all his buddies and his cronies and put them in all the key positions and to get around confirmation, putting the acting title in front of their name, their position? Can y'all imagine that? Can you imagine if Obama had tried to say he was going to be a 3-term president? Can you imagine if Obama had said that he was going to not only win the second one, but he was going to try to see if he get a third one? Can you imagine? It's very dangerous, man. Very dangerous times. We have people in government misleading the people and lying to the populace. That's not only un-American. It should be illegal. Because listen, we, as the people of this great nation we live in, we must demand, when we put you in a position of trust, we be able to trust you. Ain't nothing hard about that, is it? We should be able to trust you, don't you think? It should never be about politics when it comes to the health of the American people, period. We as a nation must remember, we may disagree on issues. We've always got to remember we're Americans first. Huh? We're Americans first. So long as we remember that, come together, stop listening to this president, get on the phone, tell Congress to do his part. Put me 3 co-equal branches of government. So Donald Trump not only missing in action, Congress and the Senate missing in action. Let's get on the phones. Let's organize. Call the show outside the roundtable at gmail.com. Miss the show, go to the YouTube. Put it outside the roundtable. Put in the date. And you get that show if you miss that show. Don't even sweat it. I got y'all. So listen. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody, more importantly, to talk to one another. And I want everybody to stimulate conversation while assimilating information. So this HL, outside the round table, and I'll see you next Tuesday at noon. I'm out!